welcome back to my channel. I think this might be the most excited that I've been for a video for you guys to see since I started my channel. Today I am making something a little bit out of my comfort zone. I'm making a cake. I usually don't do cakes just because I tend to like cupcakes a little bit better. They're a lot smaller, so smaller details. I'm just a little bit more comfortable with them. But I was feeling adventurous and I decided today to make a cake. This is my last Easter video and 100% my best one. Dun da da! I am making this beauty of a cake. The cutest little bunny. Oh my, I'm obsessed. I'm speechless. I'm that obsessed. This is a carrot cake, so perfect for Easter, with a cream cheese icing. And then the little bunny ears are made out of melting chocolate. And then the eyelashes and eyes are made out of fondant. It's really heavy, so I'm gonna put it down. But this is my favorite thing that I definitely have filmed for you guys. I'm so glad that it turned out this good. It actually turned out better than I thought it would, so I'm so excited. This is not hard at all. It's just taking the same icing technique that I do on my cupcakes and putting it onto a cake. It's super easy. You just have to have the right tips. This carrot cake is to die for. It's actually one my mom has been making for years, and it is so moist, it's so good with pecans in it. It is so good. You guys have to make this for Easter, and if you do, I definitely want to see. So if you guys want to learn how to make this adorable bunny cake, then please keep watching.
To start my carrot cake recipe, I'm just going to whisk together 4 of my eggs, and then I'm just going to add in 2 cups of granulated sugar to my eggs. Once my sugar's been added, I'm then going to add 1.5 cups of mazola oil. This mazola oil seriously makes such a difference. You do not want to use vegetable oil. You've got to use the mazola oil. It makes it so moist. Then next I'm just going to add 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a half teaspoon of cream of tartar, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then lastly, 1 teaspoon of salt. And then I'm just going to whisk that all together completely before we add our carrots. Next up, I'm going to add 3 cups of my grated or ground carrots, and y'all, look at that color. This orange makes this cake beautiful. I just cannot get over how pretty and perfect and incredible this cake was. Lastly, I'm just going to add in 1 cup of my chopped pecans. This is completely optional, but I thought it brought a good crunch. So next, I'm just going to cover the bottom of my baking pan with a circle of parchment paper, and this helps the cake come out amazing once it's baked. It does not stick to that pan at all. And I'm just going to pop that into the oven at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for about 55 to 60 minutes. So while we're waiting on that long bake time, I'm just going to mix together 1 stick of butter with 1 whole package of cream cheese, which is 8 ounces. And then I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla and 4 cups of powdered sugar. And this is just my signature cream cheese icing, nothing fancy. And I'm just going to beat that all together on a medium speed until completely combined and no powdered sugar is left. So now for my bunny ears, I'm just going to melt some white chocolate and some pink chocolate. And I'm just using some parchment paper so that these peel off easily once done. And I'm really just making the shape of some bunny ears. You can make one of them folded, it does not matter. I'm just doing a white base, and I'm making them pretty tall because I want my cake to have some dimension to it. And then once I put them onto the parchment paper, I'm just going to clean them up a little bit and then add my pink chocolate right to the middle of the ear to make them look a little bit more real, and also to add some color since my icing is just white. And then I'm going to clean those up as well and wait for those to completely harden. So now we can ice our cake, the fun part. And see here, this parchment paper comes off so clean, y'all. This is genius. So I'm just putting a little bit of icing onto my cake stand to help my cake stick, and I'm just going to plop that on, and here we go with the icing. I am just doing a little rough draft. It does not have to be perfect. I'm doing a giant swirl, then putting that second cake straight on top of that. I made this recipe twice because I wanted mine to be pretty tall. So remember, if you do want yours to be tall like mine, you will have to make 2 sets of all the ingredients. So now I'm just putting this icing on. Very messy, it does not matter. This is just our crumb coat. Once it's completely coated, it does not have to look good. You're just gonna pop that into the fridge and let that completely cool down. I cannot say it enough, it has to be completely cooled down, or else the rosettes that you're going to pipe on will not form properly and they will probably fall off of your cake. So I'm just gonna pop that into the fridge and let that cool. And once it's cooled, I get to start my piping. This is the fun part. It's exactly what I do on cupcakes, but just on a cake. So it's a lot more, and you just want to make sure that they kind of all go together and they're not going different directions and all that kind of stuff. So I'm doing this in a very slow scene for you guys, and then I'm just going to speed it up, or else because it would take forever. So as you can see, I'm just going around the whole entire bottom. Then I'm going to go a little bit on top of those, and there's going to be 3 sets of rosettes on the sides, and my third row is going to start to slant over onto the top just a little bit. Once I make my way to the top, it's just the same exact thing. These are a little bit more easy because it is that type of feel as doing like you would on a cupcake, and you're just going to keep piping until you see no cake underneath. So once that's done, it looks gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this cake. I am going to start adding my bunny features. So I just rolled out a tiny piece of fondant, and then I added 2 more baby pieces to make it look like eyelashes. And then I'm just adding my bunny ears to the top of this cake, and I seriously am in love. You guys have to make this. It's beautiful. This is a showstopper, and it is so adorable. It is so cute. I am so happy with how this turned out, and I seriously cannot wait to make it on my Easter Sunday.
And that's it for this bunny cake. This was so much fun to make. Like I said, it was so out of my comfort zone. I had the best time making this, and it actually made me want to dive into maybe doing some more cakes, but don't hold me to it because I do love my cupcakes. So again, thank you guys so much for stopping by this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you do like it, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more videos. And the recipe for this carrot cake and the cream cheese icing will be in my description box down below. If you have any questions for me, just leave a comment, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!